She said that she had been using this, that's the first time I ever heard that crystal meth with these older guys that her and her friend had met, and that they were using this drug and drinking heavily. What I would say now, after what's happened to my daughter, it took everything from her. It took everything about her. It took her dignity. It took her personality. It took everything good about her and turned it into something. It just stole everything from her and eventually stole her life. She lost a lot of weight. She was like a skeleton sometimes. You know, she would go through phases when she was not using as much, she would gain a little bit of weight, but when she was using heavily, she was pretty thin. And that really wasn't her normal body type. She usually carried a little weight. When she was heavily using, there would be a lot of behaviors of just sitting down, like drawing the same things over and over again. She would take a phone book and write every number in the phone book, just sit there for hours writing every phone number on a notepad. Just things that are like that. She would draw really intricate drawings for hours at a time. That would be kind of a behavior when she was seriously using. And she was very combative. Like, I would take her to the doctor for different, you know, to be treated, and she was, the doctors and her could just not even relate because she was so, like, combative. Things were okay, you know, when she got back home, but I think there's that denial there, and there wasn't a lot of resources to get help. She turned 18 in December, and she was really excited about turning 18, and she wrote a lot about getting off meth and trying to get her life, you know, together. She wrote a lot about that, and also she had a message for people to stay off meth, because she said it's very difficult to get off of, and she would go through a lot of like serious highs and lows of depression. On April 12th, some people were walking their dog in Rio Rancho, and there was a place where there's not any housing, and they came upon Amber's body. The dogs had found her body. From that point, like, everything changes. You know, it will for sure never be the same after that. You know, when they tell you for sure, I saw that. There were her hand. And we had a funeral for her. I never saw her body. That was all I saw, because she had been there for a while, so, which I feel is probably good, but so, you know, when I say parents, you know, you just don't want to go through that loss. So fight for your kids the first time you notice something amiss, because it's nothing to mess around with. Everyone loves their kids. There's no one that loves their kids more than parents do. And you know, your kids may have a problem or getting into trouble, and I think it should be nothing that you should be ashamed about to ask for help.